Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got Enhypen's sweet Venom music video. I'm not a Eugene, but I do follow what Enhypen do sometimes because I'm very aware of what Hype do a lot of the time. So I'm just going to jump straight into it today. I have no idea what to expect from this because I've not seen any teasers or anything on TikTok beforehand, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to be. Okay, let's go. I've got a 3-4 ratio. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that. I can't remember what it's called. Everything's still and you move it. This. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. This is the same as before, as the first verse, is it not? This is the same but just a little different. Again with the I'm loving these outfits. That reminds me of Fever, the Fever music video. What is this meaning? I'm loving the lightning in the 3D space. Venom. You almost spoke that at the end, Jake. What's with a dot dot? Why was it a colon at the end? Interesting, they took a really different direction for Enhypen in terms of music, I think. Because I feel like a lot of their title tracks are quite upbeat, and that was a bit, but not as much as normal. The music video was really interesting. For a start, they did the 3-4 ratio, which is not common anymore. I'm sure ATs have done it. I'm sure it was on Bouncy that was a 3-4 ratio as well. But I don't remember seeing it for Enhypen, certainly not for any of their title track music videos. So I'm just sort of curious as to why they chose to use a 3-4 ratio. I understand that towards the end they used like old like film sort of style, so that fit in with that because old film used to be 3-4 ratio. I think it was interesting that they repeated the same, almost the same camera, the same setup, the same location for verse 1 into verse 2, but changed it up a little bit. So after our title, we start off with Jay. We're outside with all the cars, with Jongwon on the car, and they're coming in and out of the jacket for your transition onto the stairs with Jake and Nikki. And then you come around the corner into the room and into this bottle. And then you go into your dance. And then verse 2. It's the same setup with Heesung. Yeah. Jongwon, and then into the jacket. Back out of the jacket. And then still got Nikki here. And then through the bottle again. And then we have Jay here this time. So does that suggest that they're also doing sort of a parallel universe thing? because I don't follow their universe. I understand there's something to do with like werewolves and vampires and this, that and the other, but I don't understand how that would be with parallel universes. I can't remember what that technique is called with all the frozen time, but you've got your camera moving through all of the shots. I remember it being used a lot a few years ago. It was on like social media and stuff, not TikTok, but like I think it was on like Instagram a bit, and it was also in BTS's Lights music video as well. Essentially you can program like a grip sometimes to recreate the same camera movement, which is how you get the duplicate of the same shot here. And then using a software such as like After Effects, you can create a 3D space and then you create like graphics to put into that 3D space. So like on this still here, you've got the basketball, which would then be put into place. Because that's definitely a graphic, that's not a real basketball. I imagine this was shot on a set, but I can't work out if it's based off like a Chinese or a Japanese sort of setting, although all the writing around suggests it's more Chinese, but I know that Japanese has a lot of kanji characters. That was also something different, this title opening. I don't ever remember one being in an Enhypen music video to have that, so it was pretty nice. I think it makes it more film-like, because in a film you would have the title sequence, or at least you would see the title somewhere within the opening of the film. Oh, the dance routines was really interesting, because of whatever that was. Whether that's something to do with them being like vampires or werewolves, is what I gather from it. But in terms of like shot by shot, it's very minimal. The thing that's really complicated is this section. Only because it's more sort of quick shots, but it's not complex as such. I do love all this lightning stuff in the 3D space. I think it's really nice. What it signifies is a different question. Unless it's like the Venom, I suppose. Venom. It reminds me a little bit of TXT's the name chapter, a little bit. Certainly this V and this E of how the text was for that. A little bit. I think overall it was a very simple music video. So 3 sets. Because of the street in the like club area, and then them in that little room with the lights for the bridge. Again, I think it was a set. Certainly the street and the club must have been sets, built sets for specifically for this. I think all of the 3D graphics were really well integrated into the 3D space using software. I think that was really well done. I said about the costumes when I was watching. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction to Enhypen's Sweet Venom music video. I enjoyed it. It was very different. Like I said, it was very simple, but it was really well done with what they did. So yeah, and I will see you in the next one.